Meetings with Caribbean Airlines aimed at making airbridge more reliable. A call for more caution on the island's roads. And TRHA says there's no pileup of bodies at the Scarborough mortuary.
Info
Update.
bringing you the latest
News, views, and reviews.
Along with responses
Comments and events
affecting you.
brought to you by the Information Division of the Tobago House of Assembly.
We get moving today with news of plans to alleviate Tobago's continued struggles with the nation's airbridge service. Here's more from Omadara Mills.
The Chief Secretary says he's not satisfied with the nation's airbridge service. He says that's the reason for last week's meeting between THO officials and the new board of Caribbean Airlines.
We are still not comfortable with the news that we're getting, and we are expecting to have discussions with them over the next couple of weeks to bring a certain greater degree of predictability with respect to both the airbridge and the sea bridge.
Mr. London says the existing issues are not new challenges. THO officials have provided several recommendations to the airline.
And I think those recommendations are workable, and we will be much more aggressive in ensuring that these suggestions or these recommendations are implemented.
The Chief Secretary is describing the situation as untenable. He says the THA is, however, committed to finding a solution. I'm Omadara Mills for Info Update.
We stick with transportation and a call for Tobagonians to be careful on the roads. Caroline Wallace has this story.
4 road deaths have occurred in Tobago in the last 2 weeks, and the Chief Secretary, Orba London, says the families of the victims aren't the only ones shaken up. He's asking Tobagonians to reflect and to take precautions to remain safe on the island's roads.
4 deaths in a couple of weeks, 4 deaths too many. And I would love us to be able to say that, we ended the Christmas holidays with no further serious injuries or deaths. So that is something that we need to treat with.
Mr. London says he's not casting blame on the victims. He says he doesn't have the full details on what caused the accidents, but he's also sympathizing with the loved ones.
I want, on a somber note, to extend my condolences to the families of the 4 Tobagonians who would have died in vehicular accidents in recent weeks. This is traumatic, or was traumatic, or is traumatic for the members of the family, but I think that trauma is shared by all of us in Tobago.
The Chief Secretary is asking the public to be vigilant even while enjoying the festive season. I'm Caroline Wallace for Info Update.
We close with news of health. The Tobago Regional Health Authority, TRHA, is advising the public that there is no pileup of bodies at the Scarborough mortuary. The TRHA confirmed yesterday via media release that currently there are 5 bodies at the mortuary scheduled to undergo forensic autopsies. The authority also advises that the Scarborough mortuary has the capacity to house up to 100 bodies. That's it from all of us at the Department of Information. I'm Josanne Brassi, and you've been listening to Info Update.